have to admit, I'm a sucker for light gun type games on the Wii, and also for budget games. So when a new light gun game is released at a budget price, I'm inclined to give it a try. And such is the case with Pirate Blast, a light gun style game for 1 or 2 players, published by Zoo Games, and developed by Big Ant Studios. The story behind Pirate Blast is that you're the first visitor to WII, a new pirate-themed amusement park featuring robot pirates. But unfortunately, some of the robots have gone a little haywire and fallen under the influence of Captain Greasebeard, a robot who's become so confused that he thinks he's a real pirate. And of course, who better to combat the hooligan robots than you? Someone who's never even been to this place before and has no idea what's going on. Oh, and you've only got until the end of the day to fix everything before the grand opening tomorrow. Now this is my kind of scenario for a video game. So you're given a super soaker and some water bombs and are sent into the park to do battle with these troublesome robo-pirates. Your water gun has unlimited ammunition, just point it down off the screen and fire to refill your water tank. You start the game with 5 water bombs and receive extra when you complete a chapter, and will also get some bonus bombs at little mini-games placed in each level. These are the only weapons you get in the game, but they're quite effective at short-circuiting the enemy robots. Besides the standard types of robot pirates, you'll also encounter robot monkeys, robot tribesmen, and some special henchbots. The robots have 2 basic attacks, charging at you and throwing food. I don't know if there's a supermarket nearby, but the bots seem to have an endless supply of coconuts, apples, and other foodstuffs. There's also some good robots around that haven't turned to the dark side, and you have to defend or rescue them. The world of Pirate Blast is divided into 8 chapters, and will take you all through this amusement park, from the opening village, to onboard a ship, to the jungle, just a lot of different places. Now, maybe graphically it looks like it could have been made 10 years ago, but its style is appropriate for the lighthearted theme of the game. And each area is really nicely detailed, and the animations are really good. And most importantly, the level design is really well done. This isn't a game about enemies popping out from nowhere and surprising you. Pirate Blast really relies on misdirection to challenge you. The placement and patterns of the enemies are designed to draw your attention away from where the real threats lie. It's easy to get focused on a robot running across the screen when the dangerous one is just standing there, throwing a cupcake at your face. But you can use sound to help you by learning the various yells the robots do so you can hear when an attack is coming. And speaking of the sound effects, they're really nice. The explosion sounds when destroying a robot are satisfying. The environmental sounds really suit the different areas. And one thing that I know might not be a big deal, but I really appreciated, is the sound letting you know when you need to refill your water gun. Instead of just saying reload or something like that, when your gun is running low, there's this nice water gurgling sound that lets you know you're almost empty without taking your mind out of the game environment. Your 3 basic actions in this game are firing your water gun, throwing a water bomb, and grabbing objects. Aiming with your water cannon is easy. Just point at what you want to hit and shoot. That's actually how throwing the water bombs works too. When you aim, you aren't controlling the trajectory, not directly anyway. Just point at your target and throw, and the game takes care of the angle and distance for you. There's various objects to pick up and collect, like health power-ups from vending machines, park tokens hidden throughout the levels, and keys to unlock a few bonus mini-games. You're also able to interact with some game elements like unlocking cages to free friendly robots, or closing a lid on a ship's cannon. It takes about 50 minutes to an hour to get through the game, but when you think you've defeated Greasebeard, he escapes. You have to play through the game 3 more times to get the real ending. I won't reveal the conceit the game uses to keep you coming back for more, but having to repeat the game isn't really that cheap a ploy to extend the game's replay value. If you like the game, you'd probably want to play it again anyway. And each time you play, it's a progressively later time of day, and the look changes accordingly, which keeps things fresh. Plus, the difficulty increases, there's more enemies each time, the park tokens will be in new locations, and new rooms will be unlocked. Even things like the little dance a rescued robot does will be different. I think there's just enough new things each time to keep it interesting. It's perhaps natural to have lower expectations when it comes to budget games, and I probably do to an extent, at least when it comes to overall polish and depth, but I think it's quite fair and reasonable to expect good gameplay. A new $20 title might be inexpensive when compared to a $50 or $60 game, but it's not like it's free. So how does Pirate Blast fare? Well, this game might not be for everyone, but no game is, so that statement is meaningless. What does have meaning, at least for me, is that Pirate Blast is a really well-made game that just happens to be at a budget price. It's got good replay value and enough charm and attention to detail to keep it fun. The only thing missing, which is a surprise considering the pirate theme, is robot parrots. And because of that, I have to give the game a
0 out of 10.
No. I like Pirate Blast a lot. I think it's got some fun light gun type gameplay. It's rated ages 10 and up, so you could play it with your family. It's not breaking any new ground, but it accomplishes what it set out to do. I think it's just an overall solid title. I give it 583 out of 10. No, I don't even give numerical ratings. So how about we just say, Pirate Blast is pretty cool. The end.